Hello, welcome back to another pen talk. Thank you very much for joining me as I explore an interesting pen, which soon will be available for you to purchase. I'm very happy to be part of this community. I'm very happy with the interactions. And Paul from Karos Pen Company reached out to me a few weeks ago and asked me if I would like to review a new product line that they're going to release next month in April of 2025. And I said, absolutely. I love seeing some new stuff, especially from a great American pen company like Karos. So I got this plain brown box, which looks familiar, but there's nothing on it. I'm assuming they're still developing the logo. So you open it up, and here's the pen. And yes, it's a rollerball. And yes, it's a bolt action. But there's a lot of interesting features of this pen, which I think make it worthy of our attention. And we will look at those, dive into them, and hopefully you can appreciate this pen as much as I do. So stay tuned. Put your seatbelt on. Let's go. So to me, there's a couple key features to this pen. Number one, the bolt action just works so smooth. Nice fidgety thing. And as we look inside the pen, we'll see how simplistic this design is, so it will certainly last a long time. The moving parts are extremely well made, heavy duty. The other thing that's interesting about this pen is the body is all one piece. And we'll show you how you change the refill when necessary. And that's a classic clip from Karos. It's extremely stiff, functional. You need to put a little effort in to use it. The pen feels good in the hand. So this is a tumbled aluminum, and we'll see if you can catch some of the machining marks that are left there on purpose to give it some texture, to give it some different look. I certainly think the look is good. A shiny aluminum look is certainly not one that appeals to me. And the pen feels good, as I've said before, and those grooves there give you some ability of understanding where your fingers are relative to the end of the pen. But the most amazing part about this pen, from my perspective, is the projected selling price is $29 US, including domestic shipping in the US. That's phenomenal for this handmade, machine-made pen, all metal, except for that little black plug, but that's Delvin, so it's extremely durable and well presented in this design. But I think that's wonderful. I mean, it's very competitive. I don't see any other pen in the marketplace that's American made, all metal, extremely durable for that price. So I think they're positioning this as the everyday Karos line. Who knows what other pens might join it, but certainly this pen will join it in many different variations, and they call it Basic, B-A-S-I-K, which I think is a great name because it is a basic pen. It functions. It does what it's supposed to do. It's a knockaround pen. And yes, that aluminum probably will develop some aging marks, but that's fine because I think that's great. Some things develop patinas. Some people don't like wear, but if you don't like wear, then don't get anything made of a soft metal. But it feels good in the hand, which is number one also in how you can appreciate the use of a pen. So let's look at the insides of the pen. This might be obvious to everybody watching, but a lot of refills like this, rollerball types, have a seal on the end. Sometimes the seal just comes off when you first write. Sometimes it requires a little bit more effort. I use my trusty thumb, and I remove it, and now it will write well. So you may ask, how do you replace the refill? Well, it actually is a quite good design. This little screw that operates The bolt action just comes away from this plug, and you got a standard rollerball converter. Excellent one-piece design, great engineering, which Keras is known for. And to me, they really did a good job at simplifying the design, making it very reliable, and giving you a pen that you can knock around, carry around, always ready to write, day in and day out, and every day. I just assembled some metal pens here to show you how the various finishes look. This is a brushed stainless steel. You can see how the lines run in it. Of course, the basics here with your showing the lathe turning in it. Here is a Keras Starliner. Got it at a pen show. And this is a tumbled finish. One I really like. Feels good in the hand. And this is a similar type of feel, but just different. And of course, you can anodize aluminum, and this is a more slippery, smoother surface. And here's polished titanium in an Enso pen. So metal can lend itself in many, many forms, and being turned into a fountain pen or a writing instrument. Metal is very durable, and many times it will have patinas and wear, but that's just gives it more character. Let's zoom in a little bit so you can appreciate some of those differences in the finishes. Yep, all of these I can enjoy for what they are. Yes, it's a rollerball, and yes, it writes like a rollerball. Very fine line, and don't worry about this. I wasn't pressing down like I need to, but you know, the thing is that a pen like this is really determined based on the refill, even more than ink in a fountain pen. You can easily get a number of G2 refills in various thicknesses, various colors, if you want to have a different writing experience with your Basics pen. So we've come to the conclusion of the video review of this interesting pen by Keras Pen. I think it's excellent that they're coming out with an everyday Basics line. Very reasonable cost for the quality of the pen. And this is thicker than a lot of the other metal roller balls and ballpoint pens that I have, and I like that. This feels really good in the hand. It's not overly heavy. We'll give you the weights. It just feels good. And obviously, it's extremely well made. That bolt action just works over and over again. And based on the heavy-duty quality of all the little components, I imagine this will have a very long life. I like the fact that the button is flush when it's up, so nothing sticks out. Just a really clean design, excellent execution, and a great value. So the pen should be announced in the next couple days, beginning of April, for availability in mid-April, but as usual, this is a little teaser up front. Please check it out. I would suggest you follow Keras Pens on their Facebook page, Instagram, whatever. We'll give you links in the video description so you can keep up to date with what they're doing. And if you're interested in the Basics pen, you'll know when it is announced and ready for sale. So with that, I hope this video found everyone safe, healthy, and happy, enjoying your pens, whatever kind of pen they are. Exploring the world of pens like I do. Even just watching videos is great, but there's a lot of opportunities out there for you to improve your quality of writing with some investments in a very well made pen. So thank you all for watching. It's been good. We've reached the end, and we will say bye.